Team 1 Fast Pitch Fall Championship. We are ready to go for the 18U championship game. Two teams with a quick turnaround after a semifinal win, but they are ready to go. Aces will be your home team. Iowa Premier coming out of the semifinal. They'll be your visiting team here in this championship matchup. And this ball fouled off. Pretty good weather here, though. You can't ask for much more. It's been a beautiful day all day here on Championship Sunday. Wind could play a factor, though. It's been gusty at times, but we'll see how it plays out as we go along. We'll have to get your lineups on the fly as these two teams literally came off the field for semifinals. Not in time to first. Slow roller. In time to first. But the sacrifice executed the way they wanted it. 2 down here in the top of the first inning. Fouled off the foot. Stings a little bit more when the weather's chilly like this. But in a championship setting, won't take long to shake that off and be back up ready to go, especially with a runner in scoring position here in the top of the first. Two outs here in the top of the first inning. Jesse Blaine, your player at the plate. And just getting what a cleanup hitter hopes for, and that's an opportunity in the first. Throw down to first in time to complete the strikeout, and Iowa Premier Gold retired in the top of the first. Aces coming to bat, bottom of the first inning in your 18U championship game of this Team 1 Elite Fall Championship. We move into the bottom of the first inning. DeMarini Aces, the home team. And for Aces fast pitch, Ashton Maloney will lead things off. Josie Marin gets the nod in the circle for Iowa Premier. Maloney trying to stay alive at the plate here. Marin trying to work together with her catcher, Jesse Blaine. It was a tough one, but finally gets the strikeout. Maloney was tough up there, and she'll try to share some wisdom with the player who will bat in the two-hole. It's Kinsley Fiedler stepping up. Fiedler, the shortstop, steps in and jumps at the first pitch, and with a tail on it, lined into center. We talk about wasting no time, and at this level, when you see the quality of pitching you do, if you see something good, you better take it, because you might not get any more the rest of that plate appearance. Fiedler knew what to do with it and finds her way aboard here in the bottom of the first for Aces. Well, Iowa Premier Gold had a base runner reach scoring position in the top of the first. We'll see if the same strategy is in the mind of Aces coaching staff here. This is Olivia Bruno. Got started a bit late because of other games taking a little bit longer than normal. But the same tournament rules will hold true for this championship game. Run roll 10 after 4. Wouldn't expect to see that, though, between these two teams. Never know, though. And then also the 90-minute time limit. A great tournament it's been so far, though, here in Columbia, Missouri. Great facility here at the Antimi Sports Complex. Well, Olivia Bruno patient at the plate and saw the pitch as well. And it's 2 aboard here with 1 out. Brings up Hannah Kamensund. The extra hitter in this lineup of 10. And utilizing a flex spot as well. Throw comes down to second and taking off. The go sign given, coming home and sliding in. Safe is the call, and down to third goes Bruno. Kinsey Fiedler showing off the speed. And a great turn on third base. Great job by her to read the sign at third and just keep on going. Kamensund, the throw to first is in time for out number 2, but it's productivity for Hannah Kamensund as she drives in Bruno. This is Ava Breadwell. Know that Ava's grandparents are watching back home as well. Breadwell, the official DP in the lineup, in the 5-hole for Aces here in the bottom of the first with 2 outs. Bouncing ball to short, and that'll do it for Aces in the bottom of the first, but they get a couple of runs and jump out in front. We move into the second inning. Mac Morgan back into the circle for Aces fast pitch. Angelina Craig, the leadoff hitter for Iowa Premier Gold. If you're just joining us, Iowa Premier Gold did get a runner in scoring position in the top of the first. But Mac Morgan buckled down and ended the inning the same way she started it, with a strikeout, 2 in the inning, and held Iowa Premier Gold off the scoreboard in the top of the first. Leadoff hitter proven to be tough here for Morgan. Angelina Craig doing a good job at the plate. And trying to reward herself with it, and she does. Driving into the gap in right center. It'll get all the way to the wall. Angelina Craig with a leadoff double here to start the second for Iowa Premier Gold. That'll bring up Chloe Waldruff. First pitch, being aggressive. Slow roller back to the circle. Morgan picks it up, but it works like a sacrifice, and it's still a productive out. Chloe Waldruff retired, but able to advance Craig down to third base. And it brings up Sadie Saul. High chopper right in front of home plate. It was lost. And just in time, what a play by Mac Morgan to get there. Unbelievable. That ball came down and went straight up. And there was just no way for the catcher to find it. Lauren Cammons and the catcher, and kind of staring straight into the sun as it starts to set. But thankfully Morgan saw it and able to get the out. So it brings up Emma Christensen with 2 down, and Angelina Craig still standing on third. She go? She did. A strikeout to end the inning for the second straight inning with a runner in scoring position for Mac Morgan. And Iowa Premier Gold, despite a leadoff double by Angelina Craig, held off the scoreboard in the second. It's a 2-0 lead for Aces Fast Pitch as we go to the home half. Here we go to start the bottom of the second inning. Aces fast pitch put up 2 in the bottom of the first and lead it 2-0 despite Iowa Premier Gold having a runner in scoring position in each of their first 2 times to the plate. This is Casey Hoffman leading things off, and that ball stopped in the circle. Marin able to make the play. 1 down here to start the second. We'll bring up Stevie Mead. Josie Marin did a good job, in case you're just joining us, in the bottom of the first. Struck out the first batter, but just some good base running and unfortunate events led to a couple of runs. And Marin starting things off well here in the second after getting Hoffman on a ground out. She gets Mead on the strikeout here. Second strikeout for Marin. Brings us to Macy Miles. Check that. Lauren Kamenzend. Good presence behind the plate for this current batter, Kamenzend, who's the catcher for Aces fast pitch. Trying to have a good presence at the plate here. Nice field on the short hop by the shortstop. Ella McVeigh makes the play, and it's a 1-2-3 second for Josie Marin. 2-0 Aces fast pitch leads after 2. Inning. We're in the 18U championship game for this Team 1 Elite Fall Championship. Iowa Premier Gold. They've had runners in scoring position in each of the first 2, just not able to capitalize, and you can give credit to this pitcher, Mac Morgan. Not only with 3 strikeouts, but had to field a couple of ground balls already as well. On the lineup card anyway, it looks like a ground ball, but they've been far from just a routine ball hit back to the circle to her. Showing off her defensive skills as well. Maya Dodge leading off here in this top of the third. The leadoff got aboard in the second for Iowa Premier Gold. It was Angelina Craig with a double after a long at bat. And some of these hitters have been able to work deep into the count against Mac Morgan, but she ultimately wins this battle, sends Dodge down on strikes. And that'll bring up Margaret Tobias. So 4 strikeouts now for Mac Morgan. Samantha Gilstrap is your home plate umpire for this 18U championship game, by the way. Dave Watson at first base, and Mike Wilson is down at third. Battled off again by Margaret Tobias. Going upstairs, bit of a purpose pitch there from Morgan, but couldn't get her to bite. Called strike 3. It's now 3 straight batters that have been struck out. McVeigh, 1 hopper to third, in time to first, and that's it. Going in order in the top of the third inning is Iowa Premier Gold, and Mac Morgan looking good out there in the circle. It's a 2-0 lead for her squad. Aces fast pitch. They'll come to bat in the bottom of the third. Two 2-0 lead for Aces fast pitch as we start the bottom of the third inning, and the first pitch taken into left field, a leadoff single. And that's the way to start it. Riley McNeamer with the leadoff single and doing it with confidence. McNeamer on first now. That's the first time Aces fast pitch has had the leadoff aboard. It comes at a nice time for them to try to add some run support here early in this ball game. Josie Marin in the circle for Iowa Premier Gold. And this pitch just off the edge of the glove of Blaine behind the plate. It came up high, showed a quick reaction, but just off the edge of her glove, and it allows McNeamer to get to second base. Now Alex Waitman a chance to advance her or maybe score.
Oh, nice pitch.
That's a big strikeout for Josie Marin. They needed it right there, and she comes through. You allow that runner to get to third. With only one out, a lot of ways to bring that runner in. Big time strikeout as she gets Waitman. It's the third strikeout for Josie Marin. So it brings back to the top of the order at Ashton Maloney. This ball hit well into left, going back, and it's off the bottom of the fence. Waved around. Here comes McNeamer. She's in to score. Sliding into third, safe. It's a one-out RBI triple for the leadoff hitters, Ashton Maloney. And it pushes the lead to 3-0 for Aces. Fast pitch here in the bottom of the third, and they're looking for more here with Kenzie Fiedler stepping up. Fiedler had a base hit her first time to the plate. A big chance to bring in a run here. Doesn't need a hit necessarily to do it. Lots of ways to get that runner in, especially with Maloney's speed. Two strikes against her. Right side of the infield is back on this. And normal depth. This is one of those kind of in-between subjective coaching situations that you'll see different coaches do different things. But maybe trying to prevent a run. Sometimes you might see the infield in. But it depends on how much you look at the statistics of things and how bringing the infield might play with or against your team. Especially having to factor in the runner at third. It's the center fielder, Ashton Maloney. Kenzie Fiedler staying at the plate right now. It doesn't appear to be anything but calm, even with two strikes against her. Marin's pitch. Big time pitch from Marin. And Jesse Blaine applies the tag to complete the strikeout. How about that sequence by Josie Marin? Strikeout number 4 for the right-hander. And a big time out number 2. Here's Olivia Bruno. Got walked first time up and then came around to score. That was part of a 2-run first inning. Aces fast pitch club started by the current head coach, Ryan Taylor. And it's his third year with this particular group with a lot of talent. Like most teams, you're not playing with your full roster at this time, but anybody who's on the roster of either of these two clubs, exceptional. There's the head coach, Ryan Taylor. Big strikeout. Josie Marin, after a run came across and with a runner on third, she calmly gets 2 strikeouts and leaves a runner on third, and that could come back to prove to be a huge play in this game. But 1 run across anyway for Aces fast pitch, and they lead it 3-0 after 3. Move into the top of the 4th. Back to the circle for Mac Morgan. And leading off for Iowa Premier Gold is Kylie Sanders. Sanders lays down a good sacrifice bunt in the first inning. Sanders committed to Northern Iowa, continue her softball career. Hard grounder stopped at third by Waitman, but there's no time to make a play over to first, and they just have to eat it. Credit to Kylie Sanders, though, regardless of how the team's official scores end up putting that down. You still put the ball in play in a good position and put pressure on the defense. There's the catcher, Jesse Blaine now. This ball well struck to deep right center, going back, and it is out of here. 2-run homer for the catcher, Jesse Blaine. The Auburn commit brings her team to life here in the top of the 4th, and it's a 1-run ball game. Jesse Blaine with this game's first home run. And the first damage against the line of that pitcher, Mac Morgan. Angelina Craig, the batter now, will try to keep the momentum going for Iowa Premier Gold. Way up in the blue sky, drifting back, and that gets on out of here. Back-to-back home runs for Iowa Premier Gold. Jesse Blaine with a 2-run shot, and Angelina Craig goes solo, and we are tied up at 3. can be one of the more enjoyable and heartbreaking things about this game we love is that the momentum can change so fast. And thanks to the long ball, Iowa Premier Gold has stolen the momentum here in the top of the fourth inning. It's a tie ball game, and it's like they're just starting the game all over again here in the top of the fourth with nobody out. Chloe Waldrop now will step to the plate. Mac Morgan in the circle started off extremely well, and just the last two batters, two good swings on it. And so a conference here going on in the top of the fourth inning. If you're just joining us, Iowa Premier Gold, they threatened. They put runners in scoring position in the first two innings, but it was almost like Mac Morgan started to get better with time. She retired 6 straight batters after giving up a leadoff double in the second. But a couple of home runs here in the fourth after Kylie Sanders was able to reach base to lead off the inning, and all squared up at 3 now. And Chloe Waldrop will take her free base. Right now, Iowa Premier Gold's coaching staff knows that they're in great position right now. And Coach Dickel's team, you got to give them credit. They never appeared to be panicked at all, down 3-0, and it could have been more. This is Sadie Saul. Sadie Saul goes down on strikes, and that's a big recovery for Mac Morgan. It's her 6th strikeout, but more importantly, out number 1 here in the top of the fourth inning. Flip to second for 1. Relay to first is not in time, but they're able to get the lead runner. And quick hands there by the middle infield. Fielder's choice for out number 2. Emma Christensen will stand on first, and it brings up Maya Dodge. And fooled by the first pitch, Morgan had her off balance. Back-to-back strikeouts. We saw strikeouts to end the innings in the first and second, and then Mac Morgan getting 2 here in the fourth to finally close things down. But 3 runs in the top of the fourth thanks to 2 homers. Jesse Blaine and Angelina Craig go deep for Iowa Premier Gold. We've got a tie ball game at 3 as we head for the bottom of the fourth. Start things off in the bottom of the fourth inning. Anna Kamensen, the extra hitter in this lineup and in the cleanup spot. She had an RBI back in the first inning. What was a 2-run first for this Aces Fast Pitch Club. Kamensen steps back in. Battled off again. Starting right-handed pitcher Josie Marin did well to work out of trouble on that first inning after a couple of runs scored. With smooth sailing, 1-2-3 in the second. Single run in the third, but pitched well situationally. After that run scored, able to leave a runner stranded on third by striking out the final 2 batters and got out of trouble and kept it at just a 1-run frame, and as a result, our team able to tie it up in the top of the fourth. Bouncing ball, this will get back up the middle. Hannah Kamensen with a leadoff single here in the fourth, and the leadoff aboard for each of the last 2 innings now for Aces Fast Pitch. Let's reset things for you defensively for Iowa Premier Gold. Kylie Sanders at first. Margaret Tobias plays second. Ella McVeigh at short. Chloe Waldriff down at third. And Jessie Blaine is behind the plate. The battery mate for this right-handed pitcher, Josie Marin, who puts the first pitch up high to Ava Bredwell. She's the DP and bats 5th in this lineup. The outfield for Iowa Premier Gold, Angelina Craig in left, Maya Dodge in center, and Emma Christensen is in right. Well, it would seem that Josie Marin, she saw how effective working up high could be against Breadwell and gets the strikeout. Strikeout number 6 for Josie Marin. The Mississippi State commit. And gets an easy double play ball there for a shortstop, Ella McVeigh. Just in stride, looking smooth, touching second. Double play ends the bottom of the 4th, wiping out a leadoff single for Ace's fast pitch. We've played 4 and decided nothing. 3-3 your score in this Team 1 Elite Fall Championship final game for the 18U division. Lineup for Iowa Premier Gold. Coach Dickel's leadoff hitter is Margaret Tobias. Trying to find her way aboard for the first time in this ball game. And this fouled off. Tobias committed to play in the SEC at Kentucky. To short, Fiedler not in time to first. Boy, really salty at bat. That's impressive and really what you got to see from the leadoff. Battle at the plate, strikeout is not an option. And puts it in play and uses her wheels, and Tobias is aboard. Here to start the 5th inning in a tie ball game. As Ella McVeigh steps up. Committed to play at Michigan. This gets through. Tobias takes a good turn, and this gets all the way to the fence. Iowa Premier Gold is out in front and held up. McVeigh at third, driving in Tobias and her team moving in front. Second hit of the ball game for Ella McVeigh. Kylie Sanders. Good contact on this ball, but foul. In case you were not with us, it was a 3-0 lead through 3 innings for Aces Fast Pitch. And how those 3 runs came about in the top of the 4th for Iowa Premier Gold. A couple of home runs. Jesse Blaine with a 2-run shot and Angelina Craig with a solo homer that followed. That all started off the 4th inning. This could be trouble. Not in time to first, and coming in to score is McVeigh. Sanders, who runs well anyway, in the second that ball driven into the ground, you knew it was going to be trouble, and McVeigh able to come in and score on it. And just an offensive surge now over the last 2 innings for Iowa Premier Gold. Stepping on second, throw to first is in time. Good looking double play there. Kinsey Fiedler able to turn it. So just like that, you go from 3 hits to start the inning to a double play ball. Clears the bases with Jesse Blaine retired, and now here's Angelina Craig. Gosh, they had to be feeling really good too, because you know those are the players that hit the home runs. So you already had the runs in the inning to give you the lead, and then your 2 home run hitters come back up in spots 4 and 5 in the order. Battled off. Angelina Craig staying alive here. Just out of the reach. Boy, great effort there. Olivia Bruno. But just off the edge of her glove, and it allows Angelina Craig to reach. Chloe Waldrop, the hitter. This ball roped into right field. Craig's going to head for third. Here comes the throw. And able to be picked up in time to keep Waldrop at first base. Good base running by Angelina Craig, though, going anyway on 2 outs, but able to make it easily to third with her speed. Just back and forth we go as the momentum keeps changing. And head coach Ryan Taylor for Aces Fast Pitch going to make a change. It'll be in the circle. So Mac Morgan, very solid effort here today, and she was great and really shut Iowa Premier Gold down through the first 3 innings and did well to pitch out of trouble in the 4th and in the 5th. Aces fast pitch here will turn to Tatum Clopton, who pitched this Aces fast pitch team into this championship game. She was the winner in the circle in the semifinals. So Tatum Clopton, a little time to warm up here, and we'll try to get the final out here in the top of the 5th. Sadie Saul is the batter. She gets the privilege of being the first to face the new pitcher, Tatum Clopton, who's committed to Oklahoma State. Two-time Gatorade Player of the Year in the state of Kansas. Clopton taking over in the circle here for Aces fast pitch. Called strike. And it's a walk for Sadie Saul. Brings up Emma Christensen, reached on a fielder's choice last time up. Long stare from Clopton, delivers, just able to catch the inside edge for a strike. And a run coming in to score. Just missing on that pitch and walks back to back. Brings in a run, and all of a sudden, the unanswered run total climbs to 6 for Iowa Premier Gold. Pinch hitter here is Kelsey Indris, hitting in the 9 spot for Maya Dodge. Under it, Waitman makes the catch. Alex Waitman able to get the pop-up. And finally, Aces fast pitch able to retire Iowa Premier Gold in the top of the fifth, but it's back-to-back 3-run frames, and Iowa Premier Gold in front by 3 as we head for the bottom of the fifth inning in this championship ball game. Iowa Premier Gold with a 6-3 lead. Aces fast pitch coming to the plate here in the bottom of the fifth. Stevie Mead will lead things off, the Illinois commit. Head on to continue her career in the Big Ten. And the right fielder trying to do something good here to start off. Hoping to continue a trend as well. The leadoff has reached in each of the last 2 innings, but running in and saying, nope, we'll put an end to that right now. Emma Christensen charging in to make the catch from right field. And one down here to start the fifth. For right-hander Josie Marin in the circle, starting pitcher today for Iowa Premier Gold. Lauren Kammensen, the catcher, first pitch. This ball had a little extra something on it, able to get all the way to the fence. Trying to get all the way to third, and it's a one-out triple for Kammensen. That's the way to do it. Second triple of this game for Aces fast pitch. First was by Ashton Maloney, and now Kammensen does the same. And here's Riley McNeamer. This is popped up next to third. Waldrof's got it. McNeamer, who had a base hit and scored her first time up, retired this time. Brings up Alex Waitman. strikeout to end it. And after a one-out triple by Camenzind, Josie Marin makes sure that her team's 3-run lead stays intact as they retire Waitman. 5 innings in the books. It's a 6-3 lead for Iowa Premier Gold. Start things off in the 6th inning. Tatum Clopton, the Oklahoma State commit, back into the circle. If you're just joining us, she took over in the 5th with 2 outs. Margaret Tobias leading things off. Strikeout for Clopton, and she's all fired up. One down here to start the 6th. Clopton knows there's no room for error. They cannot allow the lead to grow anymore. Time is not on their side as well. The 90-minute rule is in effect even here in the championship game. Can't allow the opponent to score and at the same time, in a sense, burn more time as well. Ace's fast pitch might need both the 6th and the 7th to try to get back in this game. And there's out number 2. The starter, Mac Morgan, the Arizona State commit, went 4 2/3 innings, very dominant through the first 3, allowing no runs and just 2 hits. An error to start the 4th, and then back-to-back home runs tied the ball game. And then 3 runs in the 5th. One of those coming across after she had exited the ball game, but still one that reached base when she was in there. But it was really a tough line. It's not like they hit her all over the field. 3 of the hits in that 5th were infield singles. So just a really tough break for Mac Morgan, who pitched really well in this game. And Clopton came on with 2 outs last frame. And a good start here in the 6th as she's working against Kylie Sanders. Sanders had an RBI last inning. Able to reach base, a well-positioned ball in the infield that they couldn't throw her out on. Sunlight almost gone here in Columbia on a beautiful night. Temperatures in the 40s, but so much better than what we had early in the week. First half of the week, just so much precipitation and gloominess throughout the area, and it's really turned in to great weather for this time of year over the past few days. And a great setting here. This Team 1 Elite Fall Championship and this final for the 18U division. Fiedler's got it. In time, it's a 1-2-3 sixth. Kenzie Fiedler, the Washington commit, makes the play and able to beat out Sanders. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Aces fast pitch trailing 6-3 to Iowa Premier Gold. Start the bottom of the 6th. Josie Marin back to the circle for Iowa Premier Gold. The leadoff in the lineup, the center fielder Ashton Maloney had a big RBI triple back in the 3rd. The Texas Longhorns commit looking to reach again here, and she's aboard. Margaret Tobias, the second baseman, did a good job to just get to that ball. Trying to backhand it and able to keep it in the infield, but that's it. There's Kenzie Fiedler at the plate. Singled and came around to score back in the 1st, the first run of the game. And we'll see a visit. We're at the bottom of the 6th inning. Maloney able to get on base here to start the home half of the 6th. Conference over. Iowa Premier Gold and their coaching staff, led by Coach Dickel, and they have worked hard to get into the lead and trying to make sure they're all on the same page here to keep their lead and keep the 3-run cushion if they can. Marin's pitch. It's a big one for Josie Marin, and her strikeouts have seemed to come at clutch times in this ball game. That's her 8th strikeout. So Fiedler retired, brings us to Olivia Bruno. And the future Kansas Jayhawk digs in at the plate. And that ball lost for just a second behind the plate. A great throw to second, but still not in time, and that just shows how impressive the arm is behind the plate from Jessie Blaine. Lost that ball in the dirt for a second and still nearly able to get Maloney. And now Blaine will come out and have a word. Slow bouncing ball, and it was in a position where it forced Maloney to go back to second. She wanted to take third, but knew that she'd be in jeopardy of getting tagged or having the throw come ahead of her, and I think that's the smart decision, especially being down 3. Just stay where you're at. So they get Bruno for out number 2, and it brings up Hannah Kamensen. Future Arkansas Razorback had a hitter last time up, had an RBI in her first at bat of the game. Throw down to third, not in time. Ashton Maloney using the wheels to get down to third anyway. Josie Marin trying to find a way to get out of this inning unscathed yet again, and this has popped up. Trying to run it down, back against the wall, making the catch. Angelina Craig has got it. It was given a ride, but it comes up a little bit short, and Angelina Craig able to haul it in. Iowa Premier Gold comes away as your 18U champions here at the Team One Elite Fall Championships. What a ball game this turned out to be, and you've got to tip your cap to both teams for a great tournament played, but a fantastic comeback for Iowa Premier Gold. Down 3-0 after 3 innings, but never hung their heads. Coach Dickel and company able to come back. They get 3 in the 4th, 3 in the 5th to take the lead, and never looked back after that. Your final score, 6-3. Congratulations to Aces Fast Pitch, 18U, and Coach Ryan Taylor and their entire squad on a great tournament as well. They finish as your runner-up. And congratulations to Iowa Premier Gold. They are your 18U Team One Elite Fall Championship winners. Reminder to stay with us. We'll have your 16U championship game coming up. Illinois Chill getting ready to take on St. Louis Chaos in your 16U championship, and that'll be coming up right here from Columbia, Missouri. The fantastic Antimi Sports Complex. Stay with us for that game coming up here shortly.